G'day. Have you ever heard the rule that you're not supposed to buy drinks for a girl at a bar or a club? Or for you older gentlemen, that you're supposed to wait a minimum of 3 days before you can call or text a girl after getting her number? Now, whilst these rules might not be perfect, the principles behind them absolutely have value. And once you understand the principles, then you can start bending or breaking these rules. For example, the principle behind not buying drinks for a girl at a bar or a club is to not be supplicating. Supplicating behavior, whether it's from a guy or from a girl, is extremely needy and unattractive. If you're doting on their every wish, their every thought, people will get sick of you very quickly. They'll think you have nothing better to do with their life and you are very low value. But once you understand that it's the neediness that's to be avoided and not the physical act of purchasing a beverage, then you can break that rule. In fact, religiously following the letter and not the spirit of such a rule can and often does backfire on you. For example, say you were on a date with a girl. The date's going very smoothly. You're vibing very well. She brought you a picnic lunch. And as the sun sets, you decide, hey, let's go to a bar for one more drink before we head home. Now, you get to the bar and you remember the golden rule of not buying the girl a drink. The girl, understandably, is very, very upset at you. She made you a beautiful picnic lunch. She dressed up all pretty for you. You were vibing so well together. She thought you two had a connection. But then you blew it because you did not buy her a drink. She calls you stingy and an array of other colorful names and leaves you, all because of such a golden rule. Now, obviously that was a fictitious example, but it highlights that religiously following the letter and not the spirit of a rule can and will backfire on you. And in fact, it highlights how rules are actually meant to be broken once you understand the principles behind them. Same thing with the rule about waiting 3 days minimum. It's supposed to show that you live a rich and varied life, and you have many, many things going on in your life, with the implication that if you message her right away, that you've got nothing going on in your life. But if you always wait 3 days, then so many great opportunities will slip by you. Especially in today's world full of smartphones and social media, where everyone's attention span is getting shorter and shorter. If you wait 3 days, so many people will already have forgotten who you are. Strike whilst the iron is hot. This idea of breaking rules once you understand the meaning behind them can be applied to almost every rule of thumb that you've encountered. Double texting is okay. Replying instantly is okay. Once you have established the appropriate relationship dynamics. Not waking up at 6 a.m. every day is okay. Once you understand that the principle behind that rule is to establish and instill discipline within you. Once you have developed that discipline in other aspects of your life, you don't necessarily need to wake up at 6 a.m. anymore. But you got to be honest with yourself. Do you really have the discipline, or are you just saying that you have the discipline? Now, the only rules that you shouldn't break are the laws of your country. Good luck arguing to an officer, sir, I only broke that law because I understood the principles behind them. Good luck doing that. That's it from me today. Enjoy.